Hi there, in this video we are going to start fibrous proteins. Fibrous proteins, previously we have discussed globular proteins, now we are moving towards the fibrous proteins. So among fibrous protein we have to discuss two proteins, one is collagen and other one is elastin. So we have to discuss these two proteins, and these two proteins are principally structural proteins. They are involved in the different structures inside the body. For example, they are involved in the they are present in the skin, they are present in the connective tissue, they are present in the blood vessels, ligaments, tendons, ligaments and tendons, bones, so on. So these are basically structural proteins. They form the structure of the body. They are present in the sclera, they are present in the cornea. Okay, so the globular proteins we previously discussed had tertiary structures and quaternary structures. However, that rearrangement does not occur in fibrous protein. Instead, these fibrous proteins are said to have regular secondary structure. These proteins have regular secondary structures. Even the secondary structures are not so much organized. So the tertiary quaternary structures are not present in these fibrous proteins. So let's begin with the collagen. So collagen is the principal structural protein present in the body, and it is a uh, combination of three polypeptide chain. A collagen molecule is a combination of three polypeptide chains, and these three polypeptide chains are termed as alpha chains. These three polypeptide chains are called alpha chains, and these are coded by genes which are you can call it alpha 1 gene and alpha 2 gene, which synthesize these alpha chains that can be of alpha 1 variety or alpha 2 variety. So collagen is composed of three polypeptide chains which are called alpha chains, which are synthesized from alpha genes, which include alpha 1 gene and alpha 2 gene, and their products are alpha 1 polypeptide and alpha 2 polypeptide. This alpha here is used for naming. It does not specifically refer to the alpha helical structure which we previously discussed in the secondary structure. Instead, it is being used as name here. So the collagen is basically synthesized from three proteins, and there are about 25 collagen types. There are about 25 different types of collagen, and these three polypeptide chain which form the basic collagen molecule are held together by hydrogen bonds. These are held together by hydrogen bond, and moreover there are also interchain linkages that we will discuss later on that stabilize the structure of collagen. And one polypeptide chain has about 1000 amino acids. One polypeptide chain has about 1000 amino acids, and these amino acid sequence impart the specific characteristics to the specific collagen molecules. And the collagen molecules structurally they perform different structure. They can exist in the form of jelly. For example, the vitreous humor of eye contains collagen and exists in the form of jelly. They can exist in the form of very strong structures. For example, in bones they form very strong structure, in tendons they form very strong structures. However, in cornea they form a transparent sheet which transports or transmits light. So the structure of collagen varies depending upon the tissues. However, in wounds the collagen help in the wound healing and in the formation of scar. So the structure of collagen varies from tissue to tissue. It can act as a jelly, it can act as a tensile molecule, for example in bone and tendon. It can act as a light transmitting molecule, for example in cornea. It helps in wound healing in the formation of scar. So structure of collagen varies from the tissues to tissues. Next we move on towards the types of collagen. So moving towards types of collagen, broadly collagen is classified into three principal groups. One is fibril forming collagen, second group is network forming collagen, network forming collagen, and the third one is fibril associated collagen. Third one is fibril associated collagen. So the fibril forming collagen, it includes collagen type 1, collagen type 2 and collagen type 3. Network forming collagen includes collagen type 4 and collagen type 7, while fibril associated collagen include collagen type 9 and collagen type 12. We should be knowing the location and their brief overview. Fibril forming collagen form long fibers. These exist in the form of long fibers. So that's why they are called fibril forming collagen. And depending upon who come towards their location, so type 1 collagen is abundant in the skin, bones, blood vessels and cornea. So type 1 collagen, you should be knowing their location for the MCQs and so on. So type 1 collagen is present in the skin, bones, blood vessel and cornea. Type 2 collagen is principally found in the cartilages and intervertebral discs and vitreous bodies. And type 3 collagen is found in the blood vessels and skin, and principally fetal skin. Type 1 collagen is found in skin, bones, blood vessel, cornea. Type 2 collagen is found in the cartilage, intervertebral disc and vitreous body. Type 3 collagen is found in the blood vessels and fetal skin. Now coming towards type 4 collagen, which is network forming collagen. Network forming collagen form 3D networks. They form a network of the collagen fibers, a 3D network, and they don't exist in the form of distinct fibrils. So these are basically component of the basement membrane. Network forming collagen are principally found in the basement membrane. Basement membrane are present here and they impart this structural support to the cells. Basement membrane perform the mechanical support or structural support to the cells of the epithelium and in the cells of the different tissues. So network forming collagen form structure which principally supports the basement membrane. So these include collagen type 4 and collagen type 7. Collagen type 4 is principally found in the basement membranes, while collagen type 7 is also present beneath the stratified squamous epithelium. It is present under the stratified squamous epithelium. So it is also basically component of the basement membrane. Next we come towards fibril associated collagen. These are the collagen molecules which are associated to these fibrils. Fibril forming collagen has some associated collagen molecules, and these are fibril associated collagen, and these include collagen type 9 and collagen type 12. Collagen type 9 is principally present in the cartilages, and collagen type 12 is present in the tendons, ligaments and so on. So these are the different types of collagen which are found in the different tissues of the body, and they perform different roles. Fibril forming collagen form long fibers, while network forming collagen form a three-dimensional network or mesh-like structure, and fibril associated collagen bind to the fibrils of collagen, and these link the different fiber to one another and to other extracellular matrix. For example, it was a fibril here, and next there is another fibril. Then these fibril associated collagen link these two fibrils together and increase the tensile strength of the different fibers. So fibril associated collagen basically perform the role of associating the collagen fiber with each other and with the different components of extracellular matrix. Next we come towards the we discuss the structure of collagen again here. So coming toward the structure of collagen, the collagen has the amino acids. The principal amino acid found in the collagen include glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline, and hydroxylysine. These are the principal amino acids which are found in the structure of collagen, and they the proline we previously discussed in the secondary structure of proteins, that proline induces a nick in the alpha helical structure. So the abundance of proline in the collagen indicates that the helical structure of collagen is not strictly an alpha helical structure. Instead, this proline induces the nick in the straight collagen chain, and this nick helps to fit in the other polypeptide chain and helps in the collagen binding. So collagen has three polypeptide chain which are principally rich in the amino acids such as glycine, proline, hydroxyproline and hydroxylysine. And the number of amino acids in a polypeptide chain of the collagen is about 1000 amino acids. So, the first amino collagen basically have triplets of amino acid which exists in the form of glycine. First amino acid in triplet is glycine, then there is X and then there is Y. At X position, the most frequent amino acid is proline. At X, most frequent amino acid is proline, and at Y position, the amino acid usually is hydroxyproline, and hydroxylysine. Okay, so these other amino acid can also exist. It is not strict that only these 4 amino acids exist in collagen. Other amino acids are also present in the collagen structure. However, these are the most abundant amino acids. These are the most abundant amino acid in the collagen structure. So, in the triplet usually of amino acid, usually the first one is glycine and other one is proline and third one is hydroxyproline or hydroxylysine. So, the three globular chains which contain about 1000 amino acids, they arrange themselves and form a triple helical structure, and this triple helical structure is basically a collagen molecule. They are arranged in the triple helical structure, and the hydroxyproline and hydroxylysine present in the collagen are basically produced by the hydroxylation of proline and lysine residues. And this hydroxylation increases the uh, hydrogen bonding in the collagen chains, and this hydrogen bonding stabilizes the structure of the collagen. And this hydroxylation usually occurs after translation, or when the polypeptide chain has been formed, then the amino acid is modified by hydroxylation. So, it is a post translational modification. Moreover, the hydroxylysine at Y position can also be glycosylated. Hydroxylysine can be glycosylated, not hydroxyproline but the hydroxylysine. This hydroxylysine can be attached to the glucose or galactose molecule here, which further enhances the interchain linkage of the collagen and imparts more and more stability to the collagen. And this is the phenomenon of glycosylation, which also occur and produce the glycosylated hydroxylysine residues, which also increase the strength of the collagen chains. So, it is the basic structure of collagen, which has 3 polypeptide chain. Each polypeptide chain has about 1000 amino acids. The principal amino acids found are glycine, proline, hydroxyproline, hydroxylysine. They exist in the form of triplet, in which first one is usually glycine, then at X position is usually proline, and Y position is usually hydroxyproline or hydroxylysine. Hydroxylysine can further be glycosylated, and this glycosylation as well as hydroxylation basically enhance the interchain linking of the collagen and impart more and more stability to the collagen structure.